Hi, welcome to percussioneducation.com. My name is Dave Gerhart, and this is episode number 4. Last week we talked about the full stroke, and the full stroke is executed using your full wrist motion, okay? You may wonder why I have a basketball here. One of the things I like to do is use a basketball to demonstrate what a full stroke should look like. So when we do a full stroke with a drumstick in our hand, we should have this full motion. It's throwing the stick down to the pad and then coming back up in the same starting point, okay? It's very similar to the way that you would bounce a ball. You see how I'm pushing the ball down, and I don't leave my wrist down. I keep my wrist coming up after I've done the ball, push the ball to the ground, because I don't want to have the ball come back into a stiff wrist. I want to receive the ball, so I push the ball down and then I bring it back up. Okay, so try that. So grab a basketball. Go Lakers. Grab a basketball and push it down and receive it. Right? Push it down. It's the same exact stroke as okay? So remember, when we're doing the full stroke, we're thinking about pushing that down. Push down and come back, okay? So, there are other strokes when we're playing the snare drum. We've got the full stroke, which remember I said is starting and stopping in the same spot, 6 to 8 inches above the pad, coming back down and back up. All right, throwing it down, coming back up. There are other strokes that we use, and the reason it's important to know the different stroke types that we're playing on snare drum is because all of these are going to start to come up in our playing, especially when we're talking about the rudiments, which we'll talk about for the next episode. Okay, so there are 4 main stroke types. Some people say there are 5, but realistically for me there are 4 stroke types. And you know, if someone says there's 5, that's great. Everyone's got different ways to teach this. This is the way that I teach it. Okay, so the full stroke is number 1. Then we have the downstroke, and the downstroke is we're just keeping the stick down onto the drum or onto the pad and not allowing the stick to come back up. So I'm not playing into the drum, I'm just stopping it about an inch above the pad. Same thing with the left. Okay, and then conversely we have the upstroke. So we start at that low spot about an inch above the pad and just come back up into our starting point of our full stroke. Okay, so those are the 3 main strokes: the full stroke, the downstroke, and the upstroke. The last stroke, which we won't talk about or demonstrate today, would be a bounced stroke. Some people call this a tap stroke, and I just call that a small full stroke, because essentially we're doing the same thing. We're starting and ending in the same spot. It's just about an inch or so above the pad. But if I do this, this is still considered a full stroke, and I do this is a full stroke. So if I'm down here, I just call that a full stroke as well. So, and then we've got the bounce stroke. So full stroke, downstroke, upstroke. Okay, so here's an exercise that will help you develop these. What I would suggest doing is each one individually, making sure that you can do them well, and then downstroke. You've got to bring your sticks back up to do the down, and then upstroke. Same thing, up, up, and then you can combine them and do full, full, down, down, up, up. Full, full, down, down, up, up. Okay, and those are the different strokes that we use. Thank you so much for all the great feedback. I've been having a great time putting this together. Also thanks to the tip from Kim Long Vo. He said to get a lavalier mic, so I ended up getting one on Amazon, and hopefully the sound quality is better. It's my intent to try to get the best quality out there, and I really just want to give these episodes away for free so that everyone out there can learn and become better musicians and better percussionists. All right, we'll see you on the next episode of percussioneducation.com. Thank you so much. Bye.